The regular season is over, and with it, months of hard-fought battles, buzzer beaters, and unforgettable moments. Teams have pushed themselves to the limit, chasing every win, every rebound, every loose ball, all for this moment. Now, the stage is set for the most intense basketball of the year. Now, the real battle begins. The air is thick with anticipation as players and coaches prepare for the ultimate test. Every team knows what's at stake: a shot at glory, a chance to etch their names in history, and the opportunity to prove they belong among the league's elite. Welcome to the 2025 WNBA playoffs, where every possession could define a legacy. The arenas are packed, the banners are up, and the energy is unlike anything we've seen all season. This is where legends are made, and where dreams can be shattered in an instant. The energy is electric, the pressure immense. 2 wins, or you're out. Every dribble, every pass, every defensive stop is magnified. The margin for error is razor thin, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Players feel the weight of the moment, knowing that one mistake could end their season. On this opening Sunday, September 14th, we saw why this is the most thrilling time in basketball. The tip-off signaled not just the start of a game, but the beginning of a journey that will test every ounce of skill, heart, and determination these athletes possess. 4 matchups, each packed with drama, top seeds tested, underdogs rising, and injuries threatening to change everything. Every series brings its own storylines. Dynasties defending their turf, newcomers hungry to make a statement, and teams rallying together in the face of adversity. The first round's best-of-3 format means every game is a sprint, not a marathon. There's no time to settle in or play it safe. Teams must bring their best from the opening tip, knowing that a single loss can put them on the brink of elimination. We witnessed a fearless expansion team making history, a road upset that stunned the home crowd, and a franchise finally breaking a long-standing playoff curse. These moments remind us why we love the game, because anything can happen when the stakes are this high. For fans, it was a perfect start. High stakes, high drama, and a glimpse of who might survive and advance. The passion in the stands matched the intensity on the court, as every play brought fans to their feet and every shot sent hearts racing. The journey to the finals has begun, and only the toughest will remain standing. As the dust settles on the first games, one thing is clear: the road ahead will demand everything these teams have. The quest for the championship is on, and the story of the 2025 WNBA playoffs is just getting started. Opening day delivered both expected wins and shocking twists. Minnesota Lynx, Atlanta Dream, and New York Liberty all grabbed crucial Game 1 victories, but each win told a different story. The Lynx flexed their top seed status with a dominant 101-72 win, though early struggles hinted at vulnerability. Atlanta's suffocating defense ended their playoff drought, while New York's overtime upset in Phoenix came at a steep cost. Injuries loomed large, reminding us that every win can come with a price. Now, the Lynx, Dream, and Liberty are 1 win from the semifinals. Their opponents face elimination. The stage is set for even more intensity in Game 2. The Liberty-Mercury showdown was a gritty defensive slugfest. Neither team could find a rhythm. New York survived 20 turnovers and poor shooting, while Phoenix shot just 32.5% from the field. Overtime was inevitable, and every basket felt monumental. The Liberty dug deep, stealing a 76-69 win and home court advantage. But celebration turned to concern as Breanna Stewart went down with a left knee injury in the final moments. The arena fell silent. Stewart's pain was obvious, casting a shadow over the victory. New York left Phoenix with a series lead, but a massive question mark. The thrill of victory was instantly replaced by anxiety about their superstar's future. The Liberty's championship hopes now hang in the balance. Stewart's injury could derail the Liberty's title dreams. She's their engine, MVP, leader, and irreplaceable on both ends. Her status for Game 2 is unknown, and even a minor injury could be devastating in a short series. The Liberty's bench must step up, and the team may need to reinvent itself overnight. All eyes are on Stewart's medical evaluation. Her absence would give Phoenix new life. New York's focus shifts from celebration to survival. The fate of their season now depends on one knee. The top-seeded Minnesota Lynx entered the playoffs with high expectations, but they were immediately tested by the fearless Golden State Valkyries, a team making waves in their very first season. The energy in the arena was electric as both teams took the court, with the Lynx determined to prove their dominance and the Valkyries eager to show they belonged among the league's best. Golden State came out blazing, stunning the crowd by hitting an incredible 62.5% from three-point range in the opening quarter. Their confidence was palpable, and every shot seemed to ignite their bench and fans alike. The expansion Valkyries quickly built a 10-point lead, making it clear they weren't just happy to be here, they were here to compete. Their ball movement was crisp, and their defense forced the Lynx into tough shots early. But Minnesota's experience and depth began to shine through in the second quarter. The Lynx regrouped during a crucial timeout, with their veterans rallying the team and reminding everyone of the stakes. With renewed focus, the Lynx flipped the script, going on a dominant 26-12 run. Their defense tightened, forcing turnovers and turning them into fast break points, while their offense found its rhythm. By halftime, Minnesota had seized control, leading 47-40. It was a statement of poise and resilience, showing that championship pedigree can't be rattled by a hot start. The real difference-maker, though, was the Lynx bench. Their reserves brought energy, hustle, and scoring punch whenever they stepped on the floor. Minnesota's bench outscored Golden State's reserves by a staggering 42-17 margin, providing a spark that kept the momentum firmly in their favor. Natisha Heidemann led the charge with 18 points off the bench, hitting big shots and making key plays on both ends of the court. Her leadership and composure were evident throughout the game. As the game wore on, the Lynx's depth and poise became overwhelming. The Valkyries, despite their early fire, began to show signs of fatigue, struggling to keep up with Minnesota's relentless pace and execution. What started as an early scare for Minnesota turned into a commanding 101-72 rout, a testament to their ability to adjust and dominate when it matters most. The Lynx celebrated together, knowing they had passed a tough test and sent a message to the rest of the league. They're not just the top seed, they're a true championship contender. Credit must go to Golden State, whose historic inaugural season captured the imagination of fans everywhere. Their fight and spirit were undeniable, and they left the court with heads held high. But the Lynx made it clear, they're on a mission. With every possession, they showed the hunger that comes from last year's finals heartbreak, determined to write a new ending this time. For the Valkyries, the dream run met the reality of playoff basketball. But their journey is just beginning. They've set a foundation for future success and earned respect across the league. Minnesota's comeback was a masterclass in resilience, teamwork, and championship mentality, a reminder that experience and depth are invaluable in the postseason. With this powerful start to their playoff journey, the Lynx have set their sights on redemption, ready to chase the title that slipped away last year. Just as the Lynx were cruising, disaster nearly struck. Napheesa Collier, their MVP candidate, tweaked her right ankle, the same one she'd injured earlier this season. She'd already scored 20 points and set the tone, so her exit was a gut punch. Thankfully, the injury appeared minor and she sat out as a precaution. The Lynx could afford to rest her, but her health is now the team's top concern. Collier's status will be closely watched ahead of Game 2. Minnesota's title hopes hinge on her availability. The playoffs are unforgiving. One injury can change everything. Atlanta's 80-68 win over Indiana was more than just a Game 1 victory. It was a defining moment for a franchise that's been hungry for postseason success. For years, the Dream and their fans have waited for a night like this, and when the final buzzer sounded, the celebration was about more than just a single win. It was about breaking through years of frustration and finally seeing the hard work pay off. With this win, Atlanta ended a 6-year playoff drought, sending waves of excitement through the city and reigniting hope for a new era of Dream basketball. The energy in the arena was electric, with fans on their feet, players embracing, and coaches sharing emotional moments on the sidelines. The Dream's defense was nothing short of spectacular. They suffocated the Fever, holding them to just 34.9% shooting from the field and allowing only 2 3-pointers all night. Every possession was a battle, with Atlanta's defenders swarming the ball, contesting every shot, and forcing Indiana into uncomfortable situations. The intensity on defense set the tone early and never let up, making it clear that Atlanta was determined to control the game from start to finish. On offense, Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray each poured in 20 points, showcasing their ability to take over when it mattered most. Their chemistry was on full display, with crisp passes, timely cuts, and clutch baskets that kept the Dream in control. Naz Hillman was a force in the paint, adding 16 points and battling for every rebound. Her physicality and determination gave Atlanta a crucial edge inside, helping them dominate the glass and control the tempo. Atlanta's balanced attack and relentless defense proved they're more than just playoff participants. They're legitimate contenders. The team's unity and hustle were evident on every possession, with players diving for loose balls and making the extra effort on both ends of the floor. Now, the Dream are just one win away from the semifinals, brimming with confidence and ready to keep their postseason run alive. The belief in the locker room is stronger than ever, and the players know they have what it takes to go even further. Their defensive identity has become their calling card, and it delivered when it mattered most. Every player bought in, and the results spoke for themselves. Atlanta's rise is real. They're not just happy to be here. This team is hungry, focused, and determined to make a deep playoff run. The momentum is firmly on their side as they head to Indiana for a potential closeout game. The Dream know the job isn't finished, but they're ready for the challenge. This statement win signals a new era for the franchise, one built on grit, teamwork, and a belief that anything is possible when you play together. The Atlanta Dream have arrived, and the league is officially on notice. For Indiana and Golden State, injuries defined their playoff struggles. The Fever were without rookie star Caitlin Clark and veteran Damiris Dantas, leaving their offense depleted. Kelsey Mitchell's 27 points weren't enough as the bench contributed just 5. Golden State missed Kayla Thornton, and their lack of depth was exposed by Minnesota's powerful bench. Both teams fought hard, but missing key players made their uphill battles nearly impossible. Health is as crucial as talent in the playoffs. As they face elimination, extraordinary efforts are needed just to survive. The margin for error is razor thin when you're shorthanded. Winning Game 1 in a best-of-3 is huge. 71% of those teams advance. The Lynx, Dream, and Liberty now have 2 shots to clinch, while their opponents face elimination pressure. Stewart's knee and Collier's ankle are the biggest storylines heading into Game 2. Phoenix and Indiana must play desperate, while Minnesota and Atlanta look to finish the job. The playoffs remind us anything can happen, and no lead is safe until the final buzzer. Injuries and pressure can flip a series in an instant. Will the favorites close out, or can the underdogs force a Game 3? The drama is just beginning.